You know, to be fair, you guys might be getting a lot more totes today than you planned on because the college football game comes out. However, it is not playable for another hour and 10 minutes or so. So, the perfect amount of time to get in our episode, to get in the moment a lot of people have been waiting for, to get in some things that are going to start taking us into a new direction a little bit, which will be good. But before we can get into a new direction, we have to close out the direction we're going right now. Thank you, JP. Appreciate that, brother. That is awesome. But we got to close out what we've been doing now. So, tonight is the conclusion of the King and Queen of the Ring. But before we can get to the final match, there is two matches in the beginning. Bret Hart will be facing off against Recon Delta. Totes McGotes facing off against Booker T. Now, I made a prediction, and I'm saying it's going to be, but we can change that, obviously. But I'm saying Recon versus Totes. That's what Frankie Two Fingers is hoping for anyway, so we will have to just check that out. But the next biggest match, besides the Queen of the Ring and the Women's Universal title, will be on the line. But we'll have some other things going on right now as well. It's kind of moving through this, moving through that. You know what we're going to do? Hold on. I've changed this card a bunch of times, but this match right here, this match is for the bike. Witcher's bike on the line in this match. What is going on, Viperio? Welcome to the team. Steel City, man, I've been watching some of the stuff, or Shockwave Wrestling. I've been watching some of your stuff. So yeah, I've still got to check out Steel City. Bama Witcher, welcome to the stream, sister. Agent Destin, welcome to the stream. But you know what? I changed this matchup a couple times. So let's go ahead and do this. JP put in the money. Might as well. You know what I mean? JP's got to be in the episode now. So let's do this. Let's customize this. Let's take Billy Kidman out here and put JP in. This is typically how I would have done it anyway, but like I said, I've changed things a bunch of times around. So put the championship belt back on the line. Bam! So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's figure out who exactly is going to be in the King of the Ring, the final match of the evening in a double main event. The only way to figure it out is to get after it. So, I'm going to tell you, Shockwave, when Totes puts the extraction on, that's his finishing move, the extraction. When he puts that on you, it's hard to get out of. Witcher, you got to toughen up, girl. Win the match. That's all you got to do. Win it. Worry about no alternate entrances.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Hart Foundation from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart.
So, one of the things, we talk about this at the top of the show, one of the things that is going to be changing, one of the directions that we will be going in is we are going to start faction wars. So we have already made some wrestling arenas for the faction wars. We've already done some of that stuff. Title belts, all the title belts, the King and the Queen of the Ring, those title belts, they're going to matter. So I've got it broken down. The women are not going to be involved right away.
And his opponent,
it'll get there. It'll get there, but they are going to have their own war games. So first off, the men are going to have their war games. It is going to be 5 rounds. And it will start Monday Night Nitro. There will be 4 singles matches that go towards War Games. Wins are going to count it for points. Pins are going to count for points. Submissions, knockouts in certain matches will count for points. So all those points will be on the line. Right now, there are 16 male teams. I based it off of 4 people on a team. Some teams have 5, but they can manipulate their people however they want. But it's based on kind of a round-robin event. We're going to have 8 singles matches. You'll see 4 on Monday Nitro. You'll see 4 on Thursday Thunder. And then we will have, in our main arena, 4 4-on-4 matches and 4 8-man tag team matches, all of them accumulating points. So even if you don't win, you can still get points. Very important because the 16 teams after round 1 will go down to 8 teams. And that way we could start incorporating some different matches, some different things. So very interesting. We've got it all broken down already. How the teams are going to be. Obviously the Syndicate, obviously the 4 Horsemen, the Hart Foundation. But you look at the Hart Foundation, it's a very good example. Inside the Hart Foundation, you only have 3 male members. So they went out just to get a 4th for the tournament and go through. Now, whoever goes through and wins at the end, whoever is finally the winner, whoever's the top faction besides just the bragging rights, they will get shots at every single title that's out there. So winning Faction Wars could absolutely take a faction like, let's say, the New Blood, who has some stuff, or the Hart Foundation, who right now doesn't have a lot of the title belts. They will get shots. So it is this chance and this opportunity to build your faction up. But going into Faction Wars, to give you the advantages in the matches, you have the title belt. So this King of the Ring title belt, another huge thing. The King of the Ring will give you an advantage with some points. Will give you the permanent advantage with some points. But you also get a shot at title belts in every single pay-per-view event. There won't be a pay-per-view event the King or Queen of the Ring, if they're not holding a title, won't get a shot at a title or will be defending the title that they've got. So huge stuff, lots of things going on, big implications here tonight. You know, when we were going through the storylines at the time, I would have guessed that the biggest storyline was going to be Witcher. And while it's still a big one, Witcher versus Becky in the bike, that would have normally been the main event. But because we're going right into this other thing, like the King and Queen of the Ring tournament has really taken up a lot of the time, and now the thing that's going to replace that is going to be the Faction Wars. So every now and again we will have the Faction Wars. We'll see how it plays out this time. It's tough when you look. We got 110 wrestlers in our universe mode, so it is tough. We're going to start seeing actually some retirements. There's some rumors out there about some retirements and some wrestlers maybe not just retiring, maybe some wrestlers signing legend deals as well. So we've seen a little bit of the legend deals. We know Bischoff is looking for his 5-man, basically like Hall of Fame committee made up of retired wrestlers or legends. We'll see how that starts to play into things. But right now, Recon, since losing the world title, looking to help his faction get the advantage by bringing home the King of the Ring title. Bret Hart, the leader of the Hart Foundation, the same thing. And you can win by countout. There is no title on the line in this match, just trying to get in to the main event. And that's exactly what Recon does. So far, Totes predicted Recon Delta and him. Or Frankie Two Fingers predicted Totes McGotes and Recon. Half of it is true so far. Recon Delta moving into the main event tonight, getting a shot against the winner of the next match to see if he can become the King of the Ring. Now, it's kind of crazy. You look, we had over 100 male wrestlers and I think 60 female wrestlers, like total. And it has dwindled down to these four, now 3 people. Totes McGotes, quite the winning streak so far, has won 17 matches in a row. This match could be number 18. However, Booker T, kind of shocked. I would have guessed Booker T would have made it through the first round, but would have got beat in the second round. But Booker T has been on a roll as of late. Have not seen a lot.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Four Horsemen from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 258 pounds, the WCW United States Champion and the Universal $1 Million Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
What is going on, William? Welcome to the stream. Two, while we got a minute, you know, this is going to be the match that determines, that solidifies the main event. We know Recon is in it right now, but right now we got Totes, McGotes, and Booker T going to be going after the final spot here tonight. But while we got a chance, we have been re-uploading all of our cause, all of our created wrestlers. So go on, check it out. If it's something you guys have been downloading, much better descriptions, much better things. Actually trying to make it so maybe there's purchasable items used, but they're all master crafted cause. I will put any one of our cause up against anybody's.
Representing the NWO from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 251 pounds.
You look at the state of even these two guys, like the change in the outfits. Like, I'm just telling you, a lot of detail goes into all of these. So go check them out. All of the title belts are uploaded. I think I even have our War Games, it's not even War Games, Wrestling War Arena uploaded as well. I don't know if I have both of them uploaded, but I definitely have one of them uploaded. So go check them out, download them, use them however you see fit. Oh, SSW from Japan. Unless you're trying to say SWW. Shockwave Wrestling. What is the name of your Ka? What is the name of your created wrestler? So here we go. Totes on this crazy winning streak right now. But Booker T has been shocking the entire WCW wrestling world. Not because, like, he's not a great wrestler, but you look at the number of great wrestlers. You look at the number of wrestlers he's been in the ring with, and he keeps advancing every single time. So that's the thing that you gotta, like, he could absolutely do it. And now he's got Hogan sitting down in his corner. You know, Totes coming out with his, but, you know, you never know. So are those two going to play a role at all in this match? And look at that, right into that second turnbuckle, head bouncing off of it. Totes keeping up the offense. Now, did you upload it using hashtag Totes? Or put hashtag Totes in the description? Because typically that is how I look for the wrestlers, and I haven't seen it as of yet, but that is what I use to find those wrestlers. But yeah, we've seen you enough in here. We'll get you. Right now I have one spot, hopefully soon to be more, and already a 2 count. Look, Totes is like, okay, you asked for Booker T. Is Booker T gonna get it though? Gets him, hooks him up, hits him with the extraction, rolls him over. 1, 2, 3, and Frankie Two Fingers predicts how it is going to be in the main event. Now, here's kind of the good thing for both the wrestlers, both Recon Delta and Totes McGotes, if you look at it. The matches didn't take that long, so neither one of them, it wasn't like one had a grueling match and one didn't, or both had a grueling match. So both of them, while you still run the risk for injury because still damage is taken in these matches, both of them should be relatively ready to go on and figure out which one of them is going to be the king of the ring. Totes is. I'm telling you, what is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. Herbie, welcome to the stream, brother. Zach Hamilton, welcome to the stream. That's 18 wins in a row. Like I am telling you, I've got records. The most wins ever in a row was 11, and it was by Recon Delta. So we're demolishing records right now. A lot of records, though, being broken. A lot of WCW records being broken and held. Like you look at Ozzy. Ozzy had 21 straight or 11 straight title defenses. Nobody's even been close. Nobody's been at 10. I think Totes is the next closest one right now. He's got 7 title defenses of the U.S. title. So, quite on another level. All the horsemen in the chat now. Bama, Rowdy, and Eagle Star. And Jace Wagner, Ed Cardozo have seen a lot of success in the tag team division. So, you know, what's funny, I've already got all the matches lined out for the next 3 episodes, for the entire first round of the Wrestling Wars. Awesome. I will check that out after this. And guys, immediately following this, probably within 15 minutes, we are going to go live again with college football. I think it's 24. So yeah, we will immediately be going live again and maybe starting a dynasty mode. So kind of getting into that, getting into some gameplay. It'll be interesting. Well, what we're gonna do, Vipero, I would wait to download it. I'm gonna re-download it. I'm gonna copy over all the changes that I made to them, and then I'm gonna delete it and re-upload it back into there. That way, Zach can re-download it and actually have that version. Right now, it's not downloadable. So I told him to re-upload it so that it is downloadable. I will download it. I will copy over the parts that we changed. I will then re-upload it for you. That way you've got it and you'll have this version, the WCW version of Zach Hamilton. Comes with a face scan. Comes with the tattoos are all fixed.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 501 pounds, D-Generation X. And their opponents at a combined weight of 455 pounds, the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the LWO.
I love these tag team belts. Unbelievable. Well, here's the problem, though, Shockwave. I got to figure out, one, how the point system was going to work, so we had to figure that out. Then I had to map it all out to say, okay, well, if we have X number of teams, we could have had more teams. We could have had less teams, but I'm like, okay, we'll have 16, but in round 1, we'll eliminate half of them. After that, we will eliminate less. There's going to be up to 5 rounds, but we'll keep eliminating, you know, maybe 2 teams here, 2 teams here, until we get down to the final 2 and then figure out who it's going to be. There had to be a point system. So we'll have the point system. We'll have everything going. And it's going to be interesting. And then I don't want to stack it a certain way. So what I did, I'll show you guys. Oh, look at this. Cecil getting all kinds of fired up. So what I did is I labeled out all of the teams in very specific positions. So every line is a team. Slot 1, slot 2, and the tag team. And then I went in and made all of slot 2. Okay, they're singles matches. And then I just mapped out, I just wrote down the versus stuff. And then I just randomly put numbers all over the paper until I had at least all 16 numbers in 3 different spots. And then that is how we determined who it was, because I don't know who's 1s and 2s and 9s and 12s, right? And then I took those from the second spot and mapped out all the singles matches. And from the number 1 spot, mapped out the 4-on-4, or the 4, it's 1v1v1v1, right? But the Fatal 4-Way matches, there's 4 of those. Mapped out the tag teams, like how the tag teams now are going to go together. So it would be too long of an episode to have all the matches. So all the singles matches, since there's the most of those, because it's 1-on-1, and there's 8 matches, there'll be 4 on Nitro, 4 on Thunder, and then we'll have at the end of the week, how we used to do it with the King and Queen of the Ring tournament, there will be a special show that will be Wrestle Wars. So then we'll have Wrestle Wars, and that'll go on. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I show you guys all the time. I got a stack of papers that big. I got computer Excel spreadsheets that track our championships. After every show, I got to go in. I bookmark all the shows. So if you go back to previous shows, within a day or two, they are already bookmarked. And then I've got to go and record them. Those are the recorded matches of the last show, and then the results. They go into a book. So, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy keeping up with the history and keeping up with all this stuff. And then I got a notebook. I got 3 notebooks, as a matter of fact, full of storylines that I will go in, and I'm like, okay, we're on this one, we're on this one. You know, we do some other stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot. Which everybody does it different. But, yeah, there's definitely a lot of effort. If you're going to run an E-Federation, like, for real, like, really, like. And then there's the time factor, you know what I mean? Especially, like, for a long time, I had, like, 2 full-time jobs and then also trying to do this right now. I don't, but that's going to pick up again. I think I have figured out, I'm down to 2 different directions that I may want to go, so we're going to get to work on that. One of them takes a lot of work, one of them takes a lot of waiting, so we're going to get that started when we get back. We'll be on vacation starting on Thursday, and we'll not be back until, I'll be back for 1 day, but then really not back till the following Sunday. Look at Ed now trying to make it over. And remember, the Hit Squad, the oldest tag team, but the Maniacs come in very close as well. Maniacs just had a slight change over the years, but that one change, it has been that way for a lot of seasons. Can you guys believe, too, already on episode 30, so we're doing the seasons a lot different as well. Almost went back and redid how we did the seasons, but we're talking about 5 seasons to go back and fix, and I would have to fix everything, and so moving forward, we are going to do it by year, by federation. So if we were to do something crazy, like when we went from TSW to the WWE, I would stop it. For that, I would change it. That would be a new season. And then that season would run until the game changes. And that's the finishing move, though. Ed on the ground, not even in. And they are going to retain the tag team titles.
Here are your winners, and still WCW World Tag Team Champions, the LWO.
One of the coolest victory motions is right here for the tag teams when you win the title belts. This victory motion that they go through, the whole thing, I love it. But the LWO, the Hit Squad, retaining the title belts. And, you know, we keep hearing about the LWO possibly breaking up, possibly going their own ways. But they have hung together, stuck together. So is that going to happen? I don't know. And then all of a sudden now you got Wrestle Wars, right? So Wrestle Wars getting ready to kick off. You got to be a part of something. So the LWO stays together. But now, regardless of all of this has been going on now for 2 seasons. And it is coming to a head right here tonight.
The following is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Bikers from Austin, Texas, the Superstar, Tony the Witch Cox.
So Witcher putting her bike on the line, wanting to silence all the critics. Tired of hearing about how the bike has never been on the line, is putting the motorcycle on the line right now. The right to be able to come down with a motorcycle. Now, obviously, she is a biker. It isn't going to be her motorcycle that she has given up. But the right to come down with a motorcycle in the entrance, that is what is on the line right here tonight.
And representing the Outlaws from Virginia, Rebecca Dawn.
And look at this, Rebecca Dawn playing the mind games, wearing almost the outfit of Ozzy. We know here recently that Ozzy and her have teamed up and become a tag team together, but now making her way down to the ring, getting a shot at what nobody else has gotten a shot at before. It has been a long, long road. I am telling you, 40, 50 episodes. But all of that coming to an end here tonight. Can Becky complete her story? Can she finish off and write her story, or will Witcher end the story for her? We're about to find out right now. Ring that bell. I didn't think I'd like Peach Crown, but Peach Crown is delicious. So if you are of age and you like whiskey or you like bourbon, go check out Peach Crown Royal. I'm not a sponsor of Crown Royal, but I think I should be. So referee started to get in the way. Witcher, though, fights through it, fights around it, and now staying on top of Becky. And you could almost see like this newfound vigor in Witcher, where she is going to refuse to lose here tonight. Look at the determination on her face. And I don't know if Becky was quite ready for it. A lot of things really going Becky's way here lately. Getting the opportunity to kind of pair up with the greatest women's world champion, who now kind of wants to go after the tag team titles. But Ozzy will get a shot here tonight, obviously, for Queen of the Ring. But Shyanne has also put her Universal title on the line against Ozzy. So one of the greatest women's matches gonna happen here tonight. You got Rebecca and Witcher, and now you got Ozzy and Shyanne, and all of it going on in the same event. So absolutely crazy. Becky right there stops that chair shot, rolls up the leg, and only a 1 count. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Crown should be sponsoring me, to be fair. That's what I meant. Gotta have a horseman keep me in line. So double super kick. And that is it right there. Double super kick wins it, and Witcher retains the rights to her motorcycle.
The superstar, Tony the Witch Cox.
And just to prove that it's still hers, the motorcycle brought down to the ring, and Tony will be leaving on her bike. You know, though, this starts the next thing. I don't know if you guys realize, look at the tattoos on Witcher right there. It's got the outlaw right above the thing, and then it's got the American flag, not done by mistake. Took a while to place those tattoos right in where they needed to be. So congratulations goes out to Witcher. Will retain her bike, and now kind of getting down to the only other crazy type match of the evening, the 8-man tag titles. But a lot of implications in this. Part of the WCW Special Series title belts. That gives them a bump. So, like, you look at this going in. From here on out, title belts are on the line. And knowing that we're getting ready to go into Wrestle War right after this. Starting on Monday Night Nitro. Starting on the very next episode. Every one of these title belts are extremely important moving forward. Again, you get a stat boost for holding on to the title belt. So, you would think as much as I talk about Crown Royal, Crown would have reached out by now.
The following contest is a fatal four-way tag team match and is for the WCW Extreme Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 544 pounds, the Four Horsemen.
So this is really the title belt that a lot of different factions right now are going to have a chance to use to boost themselves in the Wrestle Wars. And all the boosts that you can get, all the things that you can do, all the things that would happen, that is exactly what you want to go on. Because again, winning Wrestle Wars is going to be huge to the winning team, the winning faction. I call them faction wars a lot, but we've got a lot of WCW teams that are in there. You know, the LWO only has 3 people. They had to pick up somebody. So McWayne will be fighting, not a member of the LWO, but will be fighting with the LWO on their side. Cody Rhodes, recruited by Bret Hart. So he will be fighting, not a member of the Hart Foundation, but will be a member. And then you look at a faction like the Syndicate. They have 5 members. Only 4 of them are going to be wrestling a round.
421 pounds, the Judgment Day.
So how do they decide how to do that? You know what I mean? So Lots going to fall on Jay Savage. Dragunov having 5 wrestlers as well, including him. So is he going to step back? Is he going to let other people do things? Like, just stuff we want to keep an eye on. But there is 5 of them, so then maybe going into the next round, maybe they rotate out. Maybe one of them didn't do as well. So very strategic things going on. Maybe 2 of the members are a tag team in round 1 didn't fare so well, or they did so well, but like it looked like they did very well individually. So maybe in the next one, they're the singles competitors, and the 2 singles competitors, hook up to become the tag team in the next one. So nothing's set in stone. It's not like, oh, you're a tag team and that's how it's going to be. So anything can happen, really up to the leaders of those groups, of those teams, of those factions, to determine what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. Always love having other managers of E-Federation. So if you guys haven't checked out Shockwave Wrestling, go check him out. I just watched a couple things. Totes McGotes won the United States Championship over there.
At a combined weight of 471 pounds, the WCW Extreme Tag Team Champions, LA Knights and Braun Breaker, the NWO.
Then I meant to go check out Steel City, just haven't had a chance. Lots of stuff. My yard is in shambles in the back. We're having French drains and pouring concrete and doing all kinds of stuff in the back there. So doing some stamped concrete in the bar so it'll be concrete, but it'll look like wood. Super cool. You know what I mean? Absolutely, Shockwave. I watched it, and I say this a lot. I don't shout out all the E-Federations. If you're not a part of doing about what I do right now, if you've got the computer doing the announcing and all you're doing is making the card, then I got to listen to the computer announce. I'm not gonna shout you out at all. I don't enjoy watching it. I don't even watch the announcers. The announcers on day 1 get turned off. I never turn them back on, so I don't even know what they talk about. And it's just annoying anyway to me. So, I don't know. But you do a really good job over there. If you ever need anything, need any help with doing any, just let me know. Help you out however I can help you out. Check out our wrestlers. Any of them want to get involved. Again, guys, go check him out. I'm sure he will get you involved.
Combined weight of 595 pounds, the Coalition.
Yeah, no, I know about that. So we had 3 trees taken down a while ago. Like, it was a couple years. I was going to put in some other stuff, and it just didn't work out. So we decided to take a step back and see what how this goes. Still quite an expensive project, over $10K. But kind of see how this goes in the backyard and then go from there. So we'll see how that happens. Now the coalition of the WCW, kind of led by Sting, out. But look at this, Rowdy, knowing his role, going after one of the big guys right now. And Eagle Star getting after the champions. But you're going to see a lot of things go back and forth. 1. And only a 1 count. It is crazy, like, facing off against any one of these guys in the ring. Like, I think any of these guys could win an 8-man match by themselves. And it'll be interesting, too. We haven't seen, since the update, an 8-man tag match to see exactly how this is going to go down, how this has affected the AI in the 8-man tag matches. Are they going to try to stay inside the ring, or will they take it to the outside? Don't know, but look at this. JP's got Totes' baseball bat. Totes leaving it under the ring. Throws it at Paul. Paul kind of bounces off of him. I don't think JP was expecting that at all. Rowdy having Jake Plague up. And Jake Plague, that's another one to keep your eye on. And I know JP's going through kind of a streak right now on the wrong end of things, but when JP gets rolling, watch out. We have all seen it, and JP typically, these are the matches that he thrives in, the multi-man matches where there's chaos all over the place. Jake now saving JP, giving him a little breather, kind of keeping some people off him, keeping the Horsemen out, keeping out the NWO Los Angeles. And that move right there where he comes off that top rope, does the little flippity-doo on top of you, that is a lot more devastating than I think people realize. He gets a lot of air under that. And now Sentinel and Eagle Star back. What is going on, OETV? Welcome to the stream. Guys, while we got a chance, remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. I haven't even shared the video, and when I saw Sentinel, I realized Sentinel typically doesn't get the notifications for some reason. And what he counts on is me sharing the video to Twitter or to X if you're nasty. So now I got to jump on here real quick while all this stuff is going on, and we got to get this video shared out so we can get Sentinel down and around. And I know there's other people out there in the same boat. And almost our first pinfall of the evening. Almost happened to Paul. And look at this. Rowdy kind of been making a statement this entire match. And Rowdy and Sentinel now back at it. Jake Plague getting slammed to the ground. Eagle Star back after the NWO. You got JP and Eagle Star now locking it up. Now, it was very interesting. There was a lot of people when we were talking about who the fourth horseman was going to be. I got to be honest with you. Frankie Two Fingers had some inside sources, and we were down. The Horsemen, when they were making their decision, was down to 2 people. And it's funny that you guys nailed it in the chat when I asked you guys, who do you guys think it should be? It was down between JP and Bama. And those were the 2 I was thinking of too. Both of them very Horseman-esque. Yep, bike will no longer be put on the line, not for a long time anyway. Never know, we never want to say never about some things, but look at Rowdy going around right now conducting interviews, trying to find out how the champs are feeling. Apparently getting his answer, thrown back in the ring. JP and Eagle Star on the outside thought they were going after each other. What? Not an elimination match.
Here are your winners, and the new WCW Extreme Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day.
That is absolutely crazy. That was supposed to be their typical match, but turns out it wasn't. Still 8-man tag match, so we're going to let it fly. But JP and Jake Plague. Think about that. Jake Plague, JP. Jake Plague is also JP. Both JP squared right there. Ends up bringing home the Judgment Day's first tag team title belt. So, what is that going to mean? What is that going to mean? But again, that is a huge advantage now going into Wrestle Wars. So now Kylee, for the first time, putting her WCW women's title on the line here tonight and against Judge Julie Justice. So right now, looking at the world title belts only really being defended until we can get the other titles caught up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's World Championship.
But only being defended until we can get the other title defenses caught up to the women's title. Women's world title defended way more than every other title belt, along with the men's world title. So, but we are at a pay-per-view event, so it is going to be defended tonight. And Kylee, after beating Ozzy due to a Money in the Bank cash-in, very ingenious. She didn't do it after the match either. She did it midway through the match, turned it into a triple threat, and then took out her opponent to win the WCW Women's Championship. Now the Judge, Julie Justice, getting her shot at that title belt here tonight. You know, I am very close, because I have two Twitch channels to be fair, but I'm very close to maybe getting into some dual streaming. What's going on, Destin? Welcome back, brother. So Kylee Watson also bringing down the WCW Women's Tag Team titles, in which she is the Tag Team Champion with Misty Watson, which, if you guys want to know, in real life is her mom. So yeah, mother and daughter are holding the tag team title belts. But Kylee now also the women's world champion. And when she was in TSW, right there kind of towards the end, right before the signings with the WWE, right before we merged with the WWE, Kylee was on a trajectory to win. And something happened, something in the storylines happened. And all of a sudden, Shyanne got the shot, and that kind of stopped her shot from going. Shyanne and Kylee, longtime tag team partners. But then once Shyanne started winning a lot in the singles, switched up where Shyanne stepped back from tag team competition, Misty stepped into it. But Misty, Heather, Shyanne, and Kylee now all winning world champions on different levels.
Introducing the challenger from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., the Judge, Julie Justice. And her opponent from San Antonio, Texas, the WCW Women's World Champion and one half of the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Kylee Watson.
So guys, if you guys are into the division, it's funny, that's how my channel started, but now when I put division content on my channel, it does not do well at all. So, there's that. But if you guys are into division content, go check out, I'm sure Dark Witcher is going to be doing it. Check out Eagle Star and check out Agent Destin. All them guys putting division content on their channels. So go check them out. If you want to check out some like early Division 1 and 2 content, I've got playlists on my channel. You can go check those out as well. But you'll see, since February, pretty much almost exclusively minus 5 or 6 videos, it has been all nothing but wrestling. And we are going to see maybe what ends up happening is this becomes more like a wrestling and sports channel. We're going to play multiple games. I play more than just the wrestling, so we're going to play multiple games. So, again, in an hour and 10 minutes, for the first time since 2011, NCAA football will be playable. I've already got it pre-ordered, downloaded, and ready to go. So we will be doing that almost immediately following this stream. It'll be about 10, 15 minutes. I've got to get into the game and make sure that what kind of music is on or not on so that we don't get copyrighted for that. What is going on, Blaze Radio? Since we're throwing out plugs, Blaze shows up right in time. And if you are into E-Federation Wrestling, which obviously you are, or you wouldn't be in the chat right now, we've talked about Shockwave Radio. But go check out Blaze Radio. Give his channel a sub. Get in. If you got a wrestler you want to get involved, message him. He'll tell you how to get involved. Go through the process, and maybe we'll see you in the LTD. If you guys need me for whatever reason to get you going, most of you don't. I'm re-uploading all of my wrestlers, and I'm pretty sure if Blaze puts an LTD, he'll find your wrestler. I haven't got them all in there yet, but a little over half of our wrestlers have been re-uploaded. You can see they've changed through the looks. But look at this right now. The judge starting to get the best and getting a little bit shocked at how hard Kylee just kicked out of that. Remember, WCW Women's World Championship belt on the line in this match. This is Kylee Watson's very first title defense since winning it from Ozzy. And like I said, the title belt is only going to be defended for the next couple months at pay-per-view events. So, pay-per-view event going on right now. Wrestling War will start after this episode. So the very next Nitro for the matches will be part of the Wrestle War. Now rolls her up. 1, 2, 3, and we have a brand new WCW Women's World Champion.
Here is your winner and new WCW Women's World Champion, the Judge Julie Justice.
Judge Julie Justice is not like right at the beginning of season 6, kind of got on the roll. We saw the split and I'm going to say the word I'm thinking of, and it's not even a word. Dissolviation, the breakup of the Four Horsewomen. She was a member of the Four Horsewomen. Her and Angela Starr were tag team champions at the time. She fought and beat Angela Starr to name her own tag team partner and take the belts on with a new tag team partner. So she does that. But ever since losing the belts, it has not been the best road that she has been hoeing. You know what I mean? So, this is a huge win. Kylee has been on a roll. So to beat her, quite the upset right now. There might have been a time where I would have said that wasn't an upset, but that is quite a big upset. And speaking of Angela Starr, she is getting a shot here tonight at TJones. TJones, one of the greatest United States champions the WCW has ever seen in the women's division.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's United States Championship.
Oh yeah, our women's division here is on another level. I had to actually add mid-card titles for our women's division. Like, we had them, I took them out, but yeah, we've got 27 to 30 solid female women wrestlers. I got to get back to doing the master crafting streams and show you guys some stuff. I learn stuff all the time, but the depth of the wrestler, the depth of the wrestler's model, it's part of the reason why our wrestlers, in a lot of cases, not in every case, but in a lot of cases, they just look better. There are little tricks that you could learn to making your wrestlers by watching my master crafting streams. Just little tricks. It's funny. It's not that the best cause are that much different than the not so good cause. It's the little bitty things that are in there that changes the way they are or the way they look. And it could be one thing. It could be from the hair to the outfit to the symbols that I put on the outfit. Here's a for instance. Jay Savage comes out, right? Jay Savage comes out. He's got sunglasses. And a very small logo says the Syndicate right here. That's the level I'm talking about. You could put somebody in the exact same outfit as this, and typically ours will still look better. It's not all about the outfit. It is about the textures, the depth, the logos, the color. Like, just a lot of things go into it, but they're little things. Yeah, there we go. The dissolvitation. The dissolvitation of the...
Introducing the challenger from Birmingham, Alabama.
Making up words.
Of the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, Angela Starman.
And look at this brand new face scan for Angela Starman.
And her opponent from Smithfield, North Carolina, the WCW Women's United States Champion, Hyperspeed TJones.
TJones, brand new face scan as well. And for everybody keeping score at home, Angela Starr, the wife of Eagle Star, in the chat. You see what's going on here, Blaze? Like, Agent Destin gets into the wrestling thing. Hey, what's going on, Jamar? Welcome to the stream, brother. Gets into the thing. All of our wrestlers that are from this WCW universe that are in the LTD or on the Apocalypse, and Agent Destin is still in here going, hey, Blaze, I'm rooting for you, brother. Just saying. That's how good Blazed Radio is. You know, I'm looking at some stuff. I think I might have mentioned, I don't know. I don't even know if Blaze is still here. But if he is, I'll say something. If he's not, then it doesn't matter me saying it or not. Hey, no, that's why I love these E-Federations. I like them almost better than the real products, because the real products, it just, until Triple H coming back and like starting to do the stories, until Shawn Michaels and Regal getting back in and doing the NXT stuff. But when it was McMahon, it was terrible. Oh, Blaze still here. Blaze, I think we should do a podcast of some sort. Wrestling. Maybe just like a weekly show or something. 30 minutes, an hour, nothing crazy. Just something where we sit down, maybe bring on some people, talk wrestling, let people ask questions. I don't know. I would tune in to listen to us talking about stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Now, there are title belts on the line here in this match, so remember, while they could win, while Angela Starr could win the match, with a count out. She could not win the title. The title belt will not change hands. Yeah, I think this is more personal. I think this, I don't know. Most of the time, I just think the storylines are better. They're more invested. Here we go. You know what's incoming. Big elbow. Takes it off the top, and if that would have landed, that could have been big problems for Angela Starr. Now, TJ recently just winning back the United States title. Is she going to be able to defend it here? That's what we gotta see. Just looking at it real quick. Bobby Hart beat Jane for it, and then TJones ends up coming up and beating her. Now, TJones was our original WCW Women's Champion. She did become the first two-time Women's United States Champion, but she defended the belt in her first run 6 times. Huge super kick, and another thing that we really got to be looking out for as well. Oh, that's super cool. I'm going to have to go back and just check it out. I know I get asked a lot of questions like, hey, what's your opinion on da-da-da-da-da? You know what I mean? A lot. So I don't know. Weekly, bi-weekly, something. I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun. Something fun to do. Sit around, talk about some wrestling. Which are you talking about a knee fed? I do feeding a couple times a day, for sure. Oh, here it comes, my favorite move in the game. If she lands it, it would be over. And look at that, Angela Starr gets out of the way. But Angela Starr almost hit and ended with the golden sledgehammer. TJ's finishing move. And here we go. She gets up. This is her finisher. Is this going to do it? 1, 2, 3. And I am telling you right now, champions having a problem tonight holding on to their title belts.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Women's United States Champion, Angela Starman.
What is going on? Sentinel, welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, E-Federation. Electronic Federation. Angela Starr, though, gets the brand new face scan, wins the Universal Tag Team titles, and now wins the United States Championship as well, on a roll. And I'm going to tell you what, that is a huge deal. That is a big, big deal now going in to Wrestle War. Now, you gotta be a little bit nervous here. You look at this now, they defend their titles. NWO unable to defend the 8-man titles. That's a tough title belt to defend, but, you know, unable to defend it here tonight. We have a brand new women's champion. We have a brand new women's United States champion. And now the WCW World Championship on the line right here. Well, that is cool. I am going to do the same thing. I am going to subscribe right there. Bam. Done. So we can go check that out too. I don't know. I just think it would be good. Like, you look at that, you know, you get solo on. Maybe we bring on other people that run E-Federations.
And is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
We talk about real wrestling, you know, things may be going on with some real wrestling. We talk about what's going on in these different E-Federations, talk about how it comes about. I don't know, I just think it would be interesting. Like-minded people, you know what I mean? But different. We do it very different. So here we go. Somehow Angel has held together the LWO. So as the leader of the LWO, thought they would have kind of broken up and gone their separate ways by now, but Wrestle Wars getting ready to start, and because of that, Angel able to hold on to it again. Now Angel at the end of season 5 ends up winning the World Championship, but going into season 6 unable to defend it, and ever since then has really been struggling. We have been doing some different things trying to help out, but look, at the end of the day, there's still almost only so much stuff you can do. But as of late, Angel has started to see some success, and now getting a shot here again tonight at the WCW World Championship title belt, now held by the fourth horseman, Bama Boy. Now, Bama is that mask is gonna come back, but it's just quite shocking. You look at Bama. Bama's got a brand new face scan, got a brand new face paint scheme, took the paint off the other side of his face. But the next time we see him, he will have that American flag mask on for his entrance again. So that isn't gone. But Bama definitely looking like a member of the Four Horsemen. Still looking for the cool saying on his back. One of my favorite ones, and I said this, it's funny. I said this a long time. We were in war when this was going on, and somebody's like, there's a storm coming, and I'm like, we are the storm. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you start seeing this stuff on shirts everywhere, and I'm not saying I'm the one who made that up. I'm just saying I was saying that before I even knew it was a thing. So that's why it's on the back of Totes' jacket.
From San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds, Archangel Angel.
Every night before we'd go out on a mission, we'd have our own song.
From Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Bama Boy.
So Bama Boy putting the title on the line for the first time since winning it, and just like the women's title, this title belt will only be defended for the next couple months at pay-per-view events. Eventually it'll go back, but we got to get the other title belts caught up so that things are making sense. We got to get things back on track here in Season 6, get everything lined back up. And it starts with that. But Angel getting his shot, has had a couple other shots, though, here in Season 6. Unable to capitalize on those since losing the title belt. But will that change here tonight? Looking like he was going to do something. Bama, though, getting it turned back around 2 feet right to the side of the scunion. Bama being brought down now that he is a member of the Horseman. Wee Man getting a chance on the sidelines here at ringside. Getting a chance to check out Bama. Check out his style. Bama, very unique style of wrestling. Very, like, reminiscent of RVD. But Bama, you can tell just watching what he's doing, very methodical, kind of checking it out, seeing the position Angel's in, and then making his move. Quickly getting out of the ring right there. Thought he might have waited just a little bit longer, set Angel up into a better position. But Angel, and you're just waiting, you know, really. I'm sitting here just like a lot of people. I'm just waiting for the match where Angel starts to break out again. We saw this a lot in Season 5 where there was like this back and forth, and then all of a sudden Angel starts climbing the ladder, then he wins the world title, then he's defending the world title, and I mean dominating, and then bam, abruptly, Season 5 ends. We start Season 6 now with WWE 2k24, and not finding the same success. So will that change here tonight? Will he start seeing that success here tonight? He even put a little face paint on himself here tonight, trying to change things up. Really has slowed down the pace. But look at this, Bama saying, oh, thought Bama was going to take it off the top rope, but gets stopped by Angel. Angel now working on the lower section of Bama, but remember the roll tide comes right through the hand, so you got to watch out for it. And again, every time he gets picked up over his head, Bama seems to fight through it and stop it. Doesn't stop it that time. However, rolls out. Bama waiting on him, and that's what I thought he was going to do the first time. And now using the ringside to his advantage. Remember, we say it every time, but I want you guys to remember this. Angel could win this match by countout. The title belt will not change hands. So is Bama kind of using that strategy? Because right now, Angel going kind of strong. Bama could literally stand outside this ring and not do anything. Now you know that's not quite in the vein of the Horseman. So now Bama picks up Angel, brings him over to the rope. And is this going to start setting some things up? Thought it might, but Angel getting it turned back around. Bama fighting to get back to his feet. Still fighting through it. Gets him right again. Gets him right over there. This normally sets up that top rope maneuver. Little 360 leg drop. Oh, that is a devastating knee. He gave you the old Bama Boy right there. Crowd chatting along with it. Letting Angel, and look at that. We talk about it quite a bit, but that is a veteran move right there. And here we go. Taking it up top right now. Rolls, grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Bama will retain the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Here is your winner, and still WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Bama Boy.
So Bama holding on in his very first title defense will retain. And that is huge for the Horsemen. That is huge for Bama, but that is also huge for the Horsemen going in to Wrestling Wars. Would have been a big deal for the LWO themselves. Would have gave them a great advantage, but not to be tonight. Now, look at the state of this. I told you that we did a little mastercrafting to Brooklyn Joker. I hope you like it, Brooklyn. I try to always keep it in the same vein.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match and is for the WCW Hardcore Championship.
So Digital Dogs recently winning. The hardcore title now will not only put that title belt on the line against Brooklyn Jokers, who was in the match that he had won. It was a triple threat match. But now also a Hell in a Cell match. Look at the state of this Joker. Brooklyn Joker getting ready to make his way down to the ring right now. Just looks absolutely mad. And I'm going to tell you, anybody could be mad, but only a few could be MAD. And that is exactly what Brooklyn looks like, a little MAD right there. So we've seen these matches go a number of different ways. We've seen them go like regular matches. And we have seen people go through the top of that Hell in a Cell. Now, you think about this. If these two big guys find a way to make it up to the top there, you know one of them will be going through it. It's hard to tell, but there is a Joker on every one of his like individual pant things, the things that are coming off of his pants. There are little Jokers on those as well. So, like, you got somebody that maybe looks psychotic, but then Digital comes down and you think maybe he is psychotic. You know what I mean? Digital going through a lot, going through a bunch of different things. You know, you can see part of a story on the division, but now it playing out here. Totes bringing them in to the WCW, to the TSW, to the WWE Universes. And then Witcher kind of taking over, taking him under her wing, and now Digital very loyal to the Witcher. It's going to be interesting, too, in this Wrestle War, the different stuff and the different matches that are going to be out there to see. You're starting to see the bikers have a little bit of success.
From Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 285 pounds, Brooks Lee, the Punisher. And his opponent,
God, that dude is freaky.
weighing in at 382 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion, the Hart.
Yeah, since winning the title belt Digital, you can tell a lot more confidence in what is going on. Brooklyn starting to get his feet like planted into the WCW, now getting his shot at this hardcore championship. Either one of them holding on to this championship looks about right. Like, it looks about how you'd want your hardcore champion to be. You know what I mean? So, two big guys getting ready to go after. What's funny, while Brooklyn Joker has a little bit of height on Digital, Digital has the weight advantage on Brooklyn. So, very evenly matched. Which one is going to be more sadistic? Look at this, getting started early, throws him right into there. Big kick to the back of the head. And Digital getting him close enough. Getting them close enough to the side. Brooklyn, though, now getting things turned back around. And finally just says, let's take this back in the ring. Let's get this back in the ring. Now, is anybody going to go through the cell? Are they going to go up to the top? Or will this stay a pretty basic, like, one-on-one match? We're definitely going to find out, but definitely keeping an eye on it. Jessica Carr, the referee, inside the match right now. Haven't seen a lot of her in any of our matches. A lot of Charles Robinson. A lot of there's another female ref, forget her name, but we're going to start seeing some more things. And then starting on Nitro, we're going to start seeing some more. I just found out you can change the referees, so we'll be changing them out here and there in all the matches. So that way we get more of a variety of referees. Yeah, that would have been a good one, too. Bama challenging Totes for one of the titles, yeah. Who do you guys want to see challenge Totes next? If Totes wins tonight, if he ends up winning the King of the Ring tonight, it's going to be something because that'll be 19 wins in a row. He's at 18 right now. That'll be 19, right? Can you imagine 20 wins in a row? Like, we've only ever seen 11. 20 wins in a row. I mean, that's crazy. And there's no way to predict who it is. Like, I can't stress this enough. Totes was on a long, long losing streak for a while. If you go back in, like, Season 3, Season 4, Totes was not doing so hot. Then all of a sudden now he's doing... And if I showed you the stats, like, which that's why I kind of want to do the thing. If I show you the stats, it's weird because, like, it's hard to believe that that's how it is. Digital now fighting back. Joker kind of the aggressor so far in this match, but Digital starting to fight back. Now gets him back into the ring. And we really got to watch this bottom right side, the bottom right side of this arena. Because I think one more throw into either corner and somebody's going through the steel cage. Look at that. Jessica Carr proving that she is like every other referee in the game and knows exactly how to get in the way of the wrestlers. Oh, Joker was going for the move. Digital has got to watch out because Joker was getting ready to put him in the no laughing matter. But Digital somehow sidesteps it, gets out of the way. And avoids it, but for how much longer can he avoid it? Big boot, and that might be setting it up. Again, I think he was getting ready to go for it again. Digital, though, throws him out of the arena, reverses it around. Thought he might have been waiting on him. Does not. Joker now getting back up to his feet. And Digital throwing him into the steel steps. Staying on top of it. Picks him back up again. Swings, ducks it. And now Joker on the attack, but look, Digital somehow staying on his feet. And are they going to head back into that one spot? Are they going to head back in to where the cage is probably the most vulnerable, the weakest? Right now, they're almost on the exact opposite side. Now, what's weird is that's what used to happen. It used to knock you to the other side when you did that. So it's interesting that now it no longer does that. I could see how a wrestler could use that to his advantage. But Digital now picks him up, uses the top rope, hits him, Joker getting back up. Digital stopping the progression. Thought we were about to see Digital's finisher, but we don't. He stays on that offense, driving the back of his skull into the mat. Now hitting the front of his skull with that big old ham hock he's got. Digital, I didn't even know if he knew the crowd was there, but now playing it up to the crowd a little bit. And this might be it right here. This might be where he sets it up. And he gets him up and back down. We might have the same WCW Hardcore Champion, and we do. Digital Dog successful in his very first title defense.
Here is your winner, and still WCW Hardcore Champion, the Dog.
Jessica Carr's like, hey, just take the belt so I can leave. I don't got time for all this. Digital defending that hardcore title. Digital, a two-time hardcore champion. And now starting to get on a little bit of a roll right there. Last time Digital had it, actually lost it to Bama Boy. Never defended the title, but now, just like Bama, became a two-time champion. So we're down to the two last matches of the evening, the dual main event. This, the WCW Women's Queen of the Ring match getting ready to happen. However, in another twist, Shyanne Davis also putting on the line the Women's Universal title. So immediately, whoever the Queen of the Ring is going to be is also going to start out her reign as Queen, as the Women's Universal Champion.
The following champion versus champion contest is a Hell in a Cell match and is for the Universal Women's World and Ring of Women's All-Star Championships.
Now, to be fair, it wasn't supposed to be a Hell in a Cell match, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad that it's a Hell in a Cell match, but in one of the few times you'll ever see this, the Women's Universal Champion now making her way down to the ring with a slightly new look. She's got a new jacket on. Everything else is the same. But you look at the number of times she has defended the Universal title, it is on another level. 6 times she has defended the Universal Championship. Now, just like Ozzy, remember, she was the WCW and the only WCW Women's Champion forever. For all of Season 5 and all of Season 6 until recently, where Kylee won the title belt. Now, Shyanne Davis has been the only Universal Women's Champion, defending it against Jane, Chyna, Ronda Rousey, Bobby Hart, Judge Julie Justice, Leslie Styles, Asuka, and now Ozzy. That she is not the WCW Women's World Champion. Will get her shot here tonight. But don't forget, this is also the Queen of the Ring match. Whoever wins this will be named the Queen of the Ring. Will it be Shyanne Davis? Who do you think it's going to be? Shyanne Davis or Ozzy? Let's go ahead and get those figured out right here. And Ozzy coming out in her new look as well. We'll put a poll down here right now. So go ahead and vote who you think is going to be the next Queen of the Ring. Remember, Ozzy winning the only Queen of the Ring championship TSW had, but now WCW having their first ever Queen of the Ring tournament, and it is going to conclude here tonight. Will it be Ozzy or will it be Shyanne Davis? Shyanne Davis, one of the greatest women's champions ever. However, Ozzy, the greatest WCW women's champion, one of the greatest world champions ever, to be fair. So, gonna be interesting. Really digging Ozzy's new look. She still has her old look, but also digging the new look that she has right now. Looks like so far going a few different ways. 3 votes, 2 for Ozzy, 1 for Shyanne. We'll leave that poll open for a little while longer.
Introducing first, from St. Louis, Missouri, the Universal Women's World Champion, the Extreme Shy Girl, Davis! And her opponent, from the Queen City, the Ring of Women's All-Star Champion, the phenomenal one, Moxley.
So the match that people have been waiting to see for quite some time. Ozzy loves it every time these two get hooked up. Ozzy and Shyanne. And then it's even crazier because this is going to be Ozzy versus Shyanne in a Hell in a Cell match. Do these two end up on top of this cage, or does it stay inside the entire time? Not sure, but both of these women used to dominating the competition. Is one of them going to be able to dominate the other one here tonight? And look, Ozzy wasted no time throwing her out of the ring and getting after Shyanne, getting back up to her feet. And getting started quick, though. Shyanne stops that. Ozzy reverses that back around. Shyanne reverses it, and round they go. Where they stop, who knows? And here we go. Throws her already right into the cell. And look at that, playing it up to the crowd on the outside. Crowd on the outside. Can't tell if they're cheering her on or yelling at her, but however it's going, Shyanne has been, took the kick right to the face. Shyanne has been on the wrong end of this stuff. Now Shyanne fighting back. And finally getting Ozzy thrown back into the ring. Well, gets her thrown into the ring, then throws her right on back out of the ring. Gets her back up to her feet. And back in. Not really sure what she wants to do, but the one thing she is doing, keeping her off her toes. And right now, Shyanne controlling the match. Controlling the tempo of the match. Controlling the way the match is going. So far, 5 votes. 4 for Ozzy, 1 for Shyanne. See if we can't get a few more votes in the chat before we end this poll. And Ozzy fighting through right there. Get Shyanne up on her shoulders, back down, and you look at that, like the difference in the height. But remember, Ozzy can end the match in about 2 moves. Shyanne can end it in 3. Shyanne puts together her normal package of moves right before she hits you with the 8-second ride, and she can end it with a quickness. Oh, thrown into the thing, 2 feet right to the chest, knocks her back into the side, and we almost had a Queen of the Ring right there. Shyanne able to kick out in 2.5, and now able to kick the scunion of Ozzy. Ozzy wondered what's going on, but takes the brass knucks right to the jaw. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Oh, even with the brass knucks, only a 1 count. Thought we were looking at our new Queen of the Ring, but not the case as of yet. Missile drop kick off the ropes, rolls it again. 1, 2. And again, Ozzy kicking out in 2. Shyanne looking like she was kind of expecting that a little bit. Whips her back into the ropes, over the top of the ropes. Immediately getting out, making sure that she stays in control, even on the outside of the ring. And hits her again, and it looks like something that they kind of changed a little bit of it on. Normally that right there would knock you around those steps, but not the thing that's going on. Ozzy now gets back in the ring, and did she play a little cat and mouse? Well, maybe even if she did, it didn't matter. Shyanne getting the hands going first. Ozzy now getting it turned back around. Shyanne turning it back around. And oh, here it is. We might have a brand new Universal Women's Champion for the first time in 2 seasons. And Shyanne finds a way to kick out. We are not worthy. The whole fact that she kicked out of Ozzy's finishing move, I'm not even sure we've ever seen anybody kick out of it, but Shyanne does kick out of it. Ozzy keeping it. Now she's still trying to recover, still trying to get back to her feet. Ozzy not allowing it to happen, though. Takes her, whips her into the corner again. Now Shyanne finally starting to recover, getting things going again. Hits her with that, and that normally sets it up. Goes off the second rope. But are we going to see it right here? She is setting up for it, and this might be all over. But the crying kicked out of the yellow brick road, but now Ozzy getting hit with the 8-second ride. And Shyanne comes out on top to become the brand new Queen of the Ring. Who in the chat? Who was the one in the chat that voted for Shyanne? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. So Shyanne, your brand new Queen of the Ring, and retains the Women's Universal Championship. Now we are down. We've got to see both of these guys wrestle early on, but now this is for the King of the Ring. Yeah, Witcher, me and you. I can't vote on that, but that's who I was getting ready to pick too. Same thing. I was like, it's got to be Shyanne. It has got to be Shyanne. But right before we can get this thing going, we'll put up another poll. That's fun to do.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Ring of Men's All-Star Championship.
So we'll see here too. Which way is this going to go?
Making his way to the ring, representing the Syndicate from Elysian Fields,
So look at the brand new look, we switched it up just enough, just a little bit. Look at Jay Savage in the background. The mastermind of the syndicate coming out in his business attire, all business tonight, trying to ensure that his guy, Recon Delta, becomes the brand new WCW King of the Ring. Now, Recon Delta coming off a WCW and very successful World Championship run. Totes McGotes yet to win the World Championship, but has been locked in to the United States title, has defended that title 8 times. I was wrong about the 7. Defends it 8 times. What is going on, Walter Johnson? Welcome to the stream, brother. But defends that title belt 8 times and has defended the Universal $1 Million title a record 5 times. So Totes setting a couple different records, although he has still not become the WCW Men's Champion. Now, you might wonder who is the guy who defended the world title the most times. You're looking at him right now, Recon Delta defending that title belt, the WCW World title, 3 times. Davian only defending it twice. Hulk Hogan only defending it twice. Blackheart twice. But Recon able to defend it 4 times. But now making his way down to the ring.
The 4 Horsemen from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 258 pounds. The WCW United States Champion and the Universal $1 Million Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
So Totes now making his way down to the ring. You can see he's got the 2 title belts, but can he become the King of the Ring here tonight? If he does, that will be a record also, 19 straight victories before, and this is only fitting, before the longest streak, and it was when Recon was in TSW, had 11 straight wins. Recon Delta ripping off 11 straight wins. Now Totes in the WCW, setting that record, setting that mark, and setting it for the WCW. But can he make it 19 here tonight? Can he get a shot, possibly, at making it 20 straight wins? We're going to have to wait and see. But if he can do it, he will become the first ever WCW King of the Ring. And that's going to be a huge thing, too, for the Horsemen and a kind of a hit to the Syndicate. Whoever can become King of the Ring, especially going in to Wrestle War. So, final match of the evening, guys. I appreciate everything that you guys have been doing. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Let everybody know what is going on. Let everybody know that they should be getting involved in our Universe Mode. Let them know how to become a wrestler in our Universe Mode. The Recon trying to get a quick start here tonight. Now, Totes has won in their previous 2 matches. Can Recon make up for that? Can he now kind of take it back? And this will be the biggest match that these two have faced off in, the King of the Ring. Remember, way back, we started with every single female wrestler that we had, every single male wrestler that we have, and now we have named the Queen of the Ring, and we are down to the final 2 competitors on the men's side as well, about to name the King of the Ring. I got to tell you, I love Jay Savage's new look. The new, manager style look. Crowd acknowledging Totes McGotes, letting them know what's going on. Scarlett up, doing her thing, knowing that almost every time she will do that. Brainbuster right there, but look at this. Jessica Carr not having it. Immediately goes and puts it back on. Totes whips Recon into the side. Big slam. And remember, we've talked about this before. Totes McGotes 2-0 against Recon Delta so far, but Just because these guys got that familiarity doesn't mean that it is going to be 3-0 for Totes. Like, it could go either way. But I'm going to tell you also, Totes has been on another level for these last about 10 matches. He has made quick work of anybody in the ring with them. And to be fair, I can't even tell you why. Like, I can't point to anything in this or anything in that. But Recon now, Totes kind of having the thing, and Recon getting it turned back around. Now brings him over into the corner, puts him in. And Totes fights back. Keeping an eye on Jay Savage down there. You don't know when Jay Savage can get in, but look at that! Super punch, is that gonna do it? 1, 2, and that is like 2 and 99 100s. I don't think Totes was expecting that, so I think absolutely shocked as Recon looks like he's setting up for it. The Delta variant, he hits it with it, and this might end Totes' streak right here. 1, 2, and somehow Totes kicks out. Recon says, okay, you acknowledge Totes, you acknowledge me. That was almost the end of the streak right there, and now Recon, after putting the big punch on him, after putting the Delta variant on him, even though he kicks out, you can already see Recon starting to get more and more confident. Scarlett throws the sledgehammer in there. Totes now picks up Recon. Jessica Carr not going to have it. Throws that right back out. Looking like he was going to go for something. Oh, you can see right there, Jay Savage distracts Totes just a little bit, giving Recon the opportunity to get back in control of this match, to get things set back up. And Totes has got to watch out because that Delta variant can come out of anywhere. Totes right there, Wise, gets out. Whoa, look at this. Says he's getting tired, apparently, of the announcers. Oh! Totes trying to talk that smack. Maybe winning the 18 matches in a row has gone to his head. Because Totes not as focused as we've seen him in previous matches. Recon, though, has his eyes set on the prize. And while it would be an upset win, just because of what has been going on, rolls him back up. 1, 2, 3, and Recon Delta not only ends the streak, but becomes your very first WCW King of the Ring.
And new Ring of Men's All-Star Champion, Recto Dalton.
You know, it is almost fitting because back in the day, Recon was the one expected to win the King of the Ring when they had it in the TSW. Couldn't pull it off back then. Now, nearly 5-6 seasons later, able to pull it off, and through a pool of a lot more wrestlers, ends up being the one rising to the top during that run, wins the WCW World title, defends it for a record 3 times, ends up losing it to Bama Boy of the Four Horsemen, and now beats Totes McGotes in the final match to become the King of the Ring. Hats off to Recon Delta. GG's to him. But guys, that is going to do it for us here today. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss anytime we go live. Share the video. And there's a very good chance in 25 minutes we are going to turn around and start streaming the NCAA, the college football. I got to get in. I got to check the settings, make sure everything is set up the right way. And then we will get into possibly rebuilding like maybe a Washington State University. Maybe we'll start a dynasty mode with them, or we'll start something. We'll get into there. We'll see what's going on with that. Should be a lot of fun. Hope to see you guys there. And we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.